Hey there. Welcome to this walkthrough of the 360-degree feedback module. I'm Krishna, Chief Product Officer at greytHR, and I'm here to show you how this feature can transform the way you gather and use performance feedback. We all know feedback is essential, but what if it wasn't just coming from a single source? 360-degree feedback gives you a full circle view, incorporating insights from peers, managers, and direct reports, so you get a balanced, well-rounded perspective on performance. Let's begin with setting up the 360-degree feedback cycle. To kick things off, head over to Performance Management, PMS, and click on 360-degree feedback. Here's what you need to do. Click Create New Cycle, or clone the existing one. Set the cycle name. Select a performance period. Then set the duration for which the 360-degree assessment has to be done. Make sure deadlines align with your company's performance review cycles. Add a description and upload the self-evaluation and evaluator guidelines. Now let's talk about enrolling employees. Here you can select the employees to be enrolled in the cycle. You can also set conditions based on their joining date. For instance, if we set it to the 31st of March, it will include all employees who joined on or before that date. Now it's time to assign evaluators. First, define how many evaluators you want for each employee. Then select whether you want to include self-assessment and manager assessment. Next, choose who should be the nominators. For each nominator, you can assign a group of evaluators. You can also specify how many evaluators a nominator can invite. In this example, the employee can invite 3 evaluators from the sales and marketing team as selected. Then set timelines for the nominator, a duration within which they can nominate team members as evaluators. Nominators and evaluators must complete their tasks within their respective durations. Next, choose the rating scale, either 5-point or 10-point. Select how to display the final rating. Round it off 1 decimal or 2 decimals. Then you arrive at the Create Category tab, where you define the entire template for your 360-degree feedback. Start by adding categories like leadership, communication, and teamwork, as many as needed. For each category, you can choose a response type such as behavioral, agreement, or satisfaction. You can also enable the not applicable option, as some evaluators may not be sure about certain competencies. This option allows them to skip questions they cannot evaluate. Next, add as many questions as needed under each category, and mark them as mandatory if required. After setting up the 360-degree template, choose who can view the final report once evaluations are complete and the report is published. Tick this option if you want to keep the evaluators' names anonymous in the report. Once done, have a quick glance at the summary. If everything looks good, save and activate the cycle. On activation, nominators get an email to kick off their nominations. Now let's see how employees, managers, and admins can submit their nominations. Employees simply head to the 360-degree feedback section under the Performance tab in the ESS portal. They select the 360-degree feedback cycle and start nominating. Default nominees like the employee and manager will already be listed. To add more, they just click on the Nominate Evaluators button. They can nominate up to the limit set by the admin. In this case, that's 3. They'll see a filtered list like the sales and marketing team members. They can scroll, check the boxes, or search by name. Once done, they click Add Nominees, and the evaluators will be notified. Managers follow the same steps to nominate evaluators for their team members. They can choose different people from the group, but they cannot remove evaluators already added by the employee. This ensures there are no duplicate nominations. Admins can also nominate evaluators from the My Tasks tab. Once everything's locked in and the evaluation timeline starts, evaluators are notified automatically. Just like that, we're ready for evaluations. This is where the real insights come in. Evaluators can go to the 360-degree feedback section, select the 360-degree feedback cycle, navigate to evaluations, and start the evaluation. They can review and accept the evaluation guidelines to begin. Then fill out the feedback form. If they are not sure about a particular question, they can choose the Not Applicable option, No Force Responses. They can also view real-time updates on category ratings and track their progress as they go. Once they've completed all categories, they can review the summary. If everything looks good, they can submit their responses. It's simple, intuitive, and designed to make giving feedback quick and effective. Now let's see how the admin can control and track the entire process. Admins get full control of the feedback cycle through the Admins Control panel. You can view a summary of the overall status of nominations and evaluations. Get a quick snapshot of evaluation progress, not started, in progress, and completed. Additionally, you can send timely notifications to prompt individuals to complete their pending actions. There's a detailed evaluation status table showing the progress of each employee enrolled in the cycle. The self-evaluation and manager evaluation columns show the status of respective evaluations. Admins can also see how many evaluators have completed their feedback out of the total assigned, along with the due date. They can choose to pause the cycle or send notifications to individual employees. If someone is no longer part of the cycle, they can cancel that employee right from here. Once all evaluations are completed, admins can select those employees and publish their reports. And once published, the employee will be able to view the final report. Let's take a quick glance at what that looks like. Let's walk through the contents of the 360-degree feedback report. The first page outlines the purpose of the 360-degree feedback and explains how it benefits the employee. As we scroll down, we reach the evaluator section, where you'll find the number of people nominated from each evaluator group, along with how many have completed the feedback. This includes self and manager evaluations. Next, you'll see the list of evaluators, unless the admin has chosen to make it anonymous. Now it's time to look at the ratings. We start with the overall rating, which combines scores from all categories. Following this, there's a category-wise breakdown, where you can see how the employee has performed in each individual category, along with how different assessor groups have rated them. You may also find AI-generated content to help interpret these ratings better. The competency summary follows next. Here, a radar chart visualizes the employee's performance across various competencies and evaluator groups. From there, we go a level deeper with the detailed feedback section, breaking down responses at the question level. This reveals exactly where the employee is excelling and where there's room for growth. Now we reach the most insightful part, the focus areas. This section highlights key strengths and suggested areas for improvement. Finally, we have the gap analysis, which identifies two critical aspects: hidden strengths, where the employee underestimated their own abilities; blind spots, where the employee rated themselves higher than others did. With these insights, managers and employees can create development plans that actually work. So that's your 360-degree feedback module walkthrough. With this tool, you can gather meaningful insights, drive continuous improvement, and build a stronger, more collaborative team. Thanks for watching and happy evaluating.